So it all started one day when I was playing Combat Initiation with my friends. And then it hit me. What if I were to make a game similar to this? Perhaps a fast-paced and wave-based system game. So then I started to brainstorm for the theme of the game. And looking back from my past games, I realized that I suck a little bit, just a little bit, on modeling and animating and scripting and making VFX and making sound effects, and realizing my limitations, I decided that the theme of the game would be shapes, because shapes are simple. They're like, what? Cubes, sphere, and many more. Looking at other PvE games, especially Combat Initiation, they can run like hundreds of enemies without lag. So this is when I realized I had to do some client-sided enemy rendering. And I've never done that, so after doing some professional consulting with my friend here, I finally landed on a pretty good system for now. As you can see, we have a basic enemy here. They chase you and then you can also attack. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now that I've got a pretty modular system in place, I just need to make more enemy types, and I will definitely record all of my progress, right? Anyways, I did some off-camera grinding, and this is what I got now. So we have this red enemy cube that is chasing me, and also a sniper, as you can see. And there's also a cone which shoots a projectile. And then, okay, this guy's getting annoying. And then there's this 3D diamond guy, which, yeah, does whatever that is. And then a basic range enemy. And a big sphere. You don't want to get caught in its path. Yeah, that's it. So that's pretty cool. Now, enemies aren't really useful if there aren't any ways to damage them. So currently I have 5 classes in mind. The first one it's called the Sword Wielder, and it's basically focused on short range, but it also has high survivability. And then next we have the Gunslinger. It has the most DPS amongst the 3 DPS classes, but it is more focused towards single target, although I plan to make its ultimate AoE to accommodate for the lack of crowd control that it has. And then next is the Bomb Expert, and this is basically the mage or the crowd controller. And then we have the Shield Bearer, which is the tank in this case, and it will focus on, well, tanking damage, and it can also taunt and stun enemies. And then last but not least is the Healer, which, well, it heals. Then I got working, and after some time I managed to finish the normal attack and abilities for the Sword Wielder and Gunslinger. The normal attack for Gunslinger, well, it's pretty basic. You just shoot out a projectile, and this projectile can actually block some enemies' projectiles. And also the Gunslinger comes with an overheating system, so when the bar reaches max, you can't shoot and you'll have to wait for the bar to go down. However, the ability cools the gun down alongside acting as an evasive. Then for Sword Wielder was a pretty typical melee class, so for the normal attack it's just a basic slash in front, and the ability is a barrage of slashes. Now, we have enemies and also ways to damage those enemies, but wouldn't the game be more fun if you were able to play with friends? As the expert programmer I am, I made the script with multiplayer in mind, so implementing it should be relatively easy, right? That is really interesting. It's all good. After doing some minor adjustments, everything works fine now. Now, the scene needs a lobby because the players aren't immediately gonna start in the actual game, so I quickly slapped on a lobby with a fully fleshed out party system and also a class picking screen inside the game. With this, we now have a game in which you can fight enemies in waves and pick different classes according to your playstyle. Now, I know the game looks really incomplete right now, but I am looking forward to polishing it in the next couple of devlogs, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to support me, and if you have any suggestions for the game, you could always leave a comment down in the comment section.